Good morning, Falcons fans. I am Tom Downey, and there's some breaking news, and it's, I think, for most of you, good news. The Falcons are making a quarterback change as broken this morning by Ian Rappaport. Desmond Ridder is taking over as the team's starting quarterback. It is no longer Mariota. At long last, which so many of you, us here on the channel, have been clamoring for, it's Ridder season in Atlanta. And frankly, it's about time the Falcons make this switch. And it really does come at the perfect time as well. The Falcons are in the midst of their bye week, and historically speaking, that's not really a majority, but that's often when coaches, teams, and players make big changes. They bench players, they fire coaching staffs, regimes, etc., because there's extra time involved to get the quarterback up to speed, even though they are out of the facility a lot during the bye week because they need the break and everything there. But this timing makes sense, and frankly, you couldn't wait any longer to make the move over to Desmond Ridder with where the Falcons are at and what they've gotten out of their quarterback play as of late. So who here, like me, like producer Nick, is pumped about this quarterback switch? If you are, show me by liking today's video right now. I think every single person watching should like this video. Mariota, meanwhile, of course, has been benched. We'll spend the entire video today on this exact topic. It's not that Mariota was god-awful or that he was, Carson Wentz-esque, etc. It's just that he wasn't, or maybe Davis Mills and Kyle Allen, better examples there. He wasn't quite good enough in the significant areas where it mattered. The completion percentage wasn't great. The yards were fine. The QBR is actually decent. There is, of course, the dual threat ability from Mariota, which is valuable, but Ridder has that as well. It's that there were still too many moments when you needed a play from your quarterback. You need your quarterback to step up, make the big-time throw, and it wasn't happening. It was not there in a consistent standpoint, and in the end, that is why the Falcons make the move to bench Mariota, who was always a stopgap option. He was never brought in to be, well, this can be the guy that can get us to a playoff spot or a Super Bowl, though it kind of might have seemed like that for a little bit when the Falcons were playing well. Now it's a little bit trickier of a path at the current moment. Mariota was always a bridge to Ridder, or if it's not Ridder, somebody else from that standpoint. So is this the right move to start Desmond Ridder? Why for yes and for no? I'm going to make this one the pinned comment on today's video. So if an ad break happens to come here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there, let me know why for yes it is and for no it is not. The Falcons were 4-4 entering Week 9. They were very much in the mix to win the division because the NFC South, the Bucs were not playing well. Still got screwed against Tampa in that one game, by the way. It was not a penalty on Grady Jarrett. You put up 17 points in a loss against the Falcons. You put up 15 points in a brutal loss against the Panthers that really hurt your playoff and NFC South chances. You beat the Bears, who have done tanking to perfection because their defense is horrible. 13 points in a loss against the Commanders and 16 points in a loss against the Steelers. You're not getting to 17 points consistently, 18 points consistently. You're not going to win many football games doing that. If you're scoring 21, you're going to be in the mix. If you're scoring 27, you're probably going to win most games. Scoring 17, you're just not going to. The Falcons had a chance for a surprise playoff push. And in the end, Mariota, as the quarterback of this team, even though there are plenty of other blame to go around, wasn't quite good enough. And that's what, in the end, has helped necessitate this switch to bench Mariota and make the move to start Desmond Ridder, who we'll go more in depth with here in a moment. But I do want to tell you guys about today's sponsor, that is Fetch. You can use the Fetch app for iPhone or Android to scan your receipts to earn points and then turn those points into gift cards. Whether you're shopping at Target, Walmart, grocery shopping, or your mom and pop store, whatever, you earn rewards by scanning receipts with Fetch. You can also connect your Amazon account, by the way, and or your email to earn points on all your e-receipts. Use our link, chatsports.com/fetch, and enter promo code CHAT to sign up for 5,000 points when you download your first receipt. Awesome video right here of the Fetch Rewards app, how it all works. As you accumulate those points, you can click redeem in the Fetch app and choose from hundreds of stores and restaurants like Amazon, CVS, Starbucks, Papa John's on there too, if you're a fan of Big Papa. into gift cards. It's easy to use. You can see how it is over here. The 5,000 bonus points you get, by the way, when you use promo code CHAT at chatsports.com/fetch is the equivalent of a free $5 gift card. That deal is only available, though, for a limited time. So go download it today, chatsports.com/fetch. At links in the comments section, the promo code is in there as well. Look, you're spending money and inflation sucks. I get all of that. Might as well get some extra bonus points for simply scanning your receipts. Chatsports.com/fetch. Links in the promo code are in the comments section and the description of today's vid. Let's look more in depth now on Desmond Ridder. Coming out of Cincinnati, 6'3" and almost a half, 211 pounds. Had a fantastic final season at Cincinnati. 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Also ran for 355 yards, which is also lower than what he did in the past. That is a dual threat. I know Atlanta will list him at 6'4" because everyone rounds up. He's more like 6'3 and a half. Some really good things about his work ethic as well. I think I'm looking at my draft notes right now. The high-end expectations, if he hits completely, man, this guy could end up being your version of Dak Prescott. Alex Smith could also be a nice comparison. And I think if we're talking good version of Alex Smith, that's better than what you had in Marcus Mariota. The rare 4-year starter at Cincinnati, never lost a game at home. He was 26-0. He's a first-team academic All-American. A little thin for me. There's a fumbling issue. There's a lot of talent there for Ridder, especially up here as a processor. A little bit more advanced. That's not the Bearcats did not run your RPO run one-read offense. There were actually really advanced progressions that were asked out of Ridder, which will benefit him in the NFL. Some more on him, but first, this is why you guys subscribe, and we've been clamoring for Desmond Ridder like so many of you have been for a long time now. If you want free videos on the Atlanta Falcons as they make the move full-time to Ridder, hit that subscribe button right now. Another note here from Ian Rappaport, big Nas fan. Atlanta's on its bye week, but when they return, they'll have a new starter. Third rounder from Cincinnati, Ridder flashed in the preseason and will have the chance to do so in the regular season. You got to see what Ridder can do just in case you're in range to draft a quarterback next year. If you really bottom out and lose out, which I don't think they're going to do, but just making that note there. Okay results against the Lions. A bit of an accuracy woe game there. 10 of 22. Show the running ability. Some big plays there. The Jets was a very efficient game. 10 of 13 for 143. It's a really good yards per attempt number there. A couple mistakes against the Jags with the interceptions, but 185. There's talent there, and I think this can help unlock the passing offense in a way it was never going to be unlocked with Mariota, even though they're still going to run the football first and foremost. So be honest with me. Was the switch to Desmond Ridder too late, too early, or I guess just right? You can type an R for just right. L if you think it's late, or E if you think it's still a little bit early. Sound off in the comment section. For me, I think it's a little late, and it does suck. Even though it's not really the Falcons' fault that Kyle Pitts got hurt and is out for the year. It is disappointing to not have that Ridder-Pitts chemistry building. Because remember why the Falcons drafted Kyle Pitts and Drake London this year. It was not about winning with Mariota this season. It was about having your core offensive pieces in place. Pitts, London, maybe one of those backs too. Maybe he'll amaze the keys at this point. And allowing yourself to have that in place for whoever your franchise quarterback is. Hopefully, make no mistake, that is Desmond Ridder. Now he's got 4 games to see if that is the case. Not the easiest slate of games. The Saints' defense is still good, but their offense has been a dumpster fire this year. I think they miss Sean Payton. Go figure, right? The Ravens are a playoff team. The Cardinals are not that good, by the way. And the Bucs in Week 18. Now, the Cardinals' defense is good. The Bucs' defense is good. Honestly, I think these defenses overall, the Cardinals have a bit of down. They were good last year. Look, you got a tricky slate. But the Falcons are not totally technically out of the NFC South race at this point. Now, it's not easy. The Bucs are 6-6. Let's assume they win this upcoming week, and then they go to 7-6. You're 2 games back with 4 to play, but you play them in Week 18. So you're not out of it if you can get hot. Now, it might border on you got to win out. You know, I don't know if 8-9 will be enough for you to win the division, but you're going to be around 500, at least have a chance to finish the year around 500, which is what you want. You're not worried about tanking. You're worried about Desmond Ridder showing he can be your franchise quarterback, or at least give you enough reason to give him the shot next year. So what do you think the Falcons will do record-wise in their final 4 games? They're going to go 3-1, 2-2, 4-0, might get him in the postseason. Let me know in the comments section. We'll have you guys covered here throughout the season and, of course, the off-season on Falcons Today. So simply put, subscribe. You made it to the end. If you haven't already, you clearly like what we're doing. Hit that subscribe button right now.